want to talk about baby food and formula. These two mix together really well, really easily. You can do it on the go. You could bring both items with you in your diaper bag or lunch bag, or these are the shelf-stable baby food. You can buy them in pouches, and you can mix them up in whatever you're using to syringe feed out of for tube feeding, or if they're eating orally, you could mix it up in the sippy cup. So there's a lot of reasons why people would want to stay on formula. Some kids are fighting bigger battles than what they're eating, and so if they're tolerating the formula just fine, then it's not a good time for a change. Other families like the convenience because it's shelf stable, insurance pays for it, it's delivered to your door. I mean, you can't compete with that. So there are a lot of advantages to blended tube meals, and we are always trying to recruit people to start that process. But even if you are starting that process, a great place to start is with baby food because it's perfectly pure. This I chose today. I chose sweet potato, apple, and pumpkin. And it has sweet potato, apple, water, pumpkin, vitamin C, and that is it. So it's a trustworthy source. They come in all kinds of great flavors, fun flavors, so you're getting the variety, getting a little extra fiber. Calories, it's only 60 calories for one of these. This is the second foods, so it is a 4-ounce serving, and it's pretty smooth. The third foods gets a little chunky, but first and second foods should be fine. The second foods tend to be blends. With the first foods, you're always wanting to start with one ingredient and say, do they tolerate peas? Do they tolerate squash? Do they tolerate sweet potato or peaches or whatever? And of course you can use prunes, and that helps, if you're having a constipation issue, just get some baby food prunes and you're on your way. But I want to show you how easy this is. I went ahead and opened one because I don't know if you've used these pouches before, but they can squirt out at you. So I'm just going to pour it in this mixing cup here. It's pretty thin. It's very smooth. Again, this is sweet potato, apple, and pumpkin. And I'm just going to use the can. It doesn't matter. Some people are using the bottles. I think this is what comes in the delivery packs. Shake well, it says. Check. Open it up. Pour it in. 60 calories is not going to make a huge dent in their calorie needs for the day, and so you can treat it as just an additional snack. But volume-wise, 4 ounces does displace some of the food. So, ooh, interesting. This is banana flavor. I didn't realize that. So now we have banana, sweet potato, apple, and pumpkin. It's extremely fruity over here. Okay, so it's still super thin. It mixed right in. It's really not going to be a problem to feed through the tube, whether it's continuous feeding or syringe feeding. And I have my little syringe right here. Now I could have just, if I was on the road, I wouldn't bring my spatula. I would have just brought my tube, and I would have had a container, maybe a jar, like a lidded jar, and I could just stir it with this part, the plunger. I'm going to put a little oil. This is my little dish of vegetable oil right here. I like to dip it in. It's just a shallow dish of oil to make it easy to operate the syringe. And so it's just as liquid as it was before. Something like this could still be done as a gravity feed. So it just falls right out there. That's no trouble at all. So adding baby food is an easy way to get some variety in, some extra vitamins and fiber, and just some different flavors and tastes. And it's fun to shop on the baby food aisle if you're a to-be parent, because that's part of what we kind of miss out on, is all those fun flavors. And boy, a lot of new packaging options and flavor combinations have come out since my kids were little, but there's a lot to choose from, and that's part of the fun of being a mom or dad. So feel free to mix that in, but stick with the first foods and second foods, and then see if they tolerate it well, and then you can, you know, add it into your regular meal times. All right, happy tube feeding, guys. Bye.